Hey everyone! So I'm here today to do the promised Glittertale versus Baby the Starshine Bright lace blouses comparison video. So I brought the blouses with me today, and I'm going to go into a pros and cons of each purchases, as well as like the qualities between the two of them, whether like there's like the good things and the bad things of both of them. So let's get started. I'm gonna go and show the Starshine Bright blouses first. I've got them in plastic bags because I want to make sure that they stay fairly clean, especially when I'm like not really wearing them just yet. Like even when I have them in my wardrobe, I generally tend to keep them in their plastic bags instead of like taking them out. Like I know it doesn't really make for a very good looking closet and it takes up a lot of space, but for the most part it actually like it keeps well, so that's like not too bad. I think I might just take it out of the I'm gonna go and use the Salon de Minette one first, because I feel like that one's like, even though that's the second hand one, I think this is probably, out of the two of them, this is probably the best lace blouse that I've gotten from Baby. So anyway, here is the blouse. I have shown this one before. I'm going to just discuss the fact that this one, like, I haven't fixed or done anything else with it just yet, because I want to go and give an overview of it when it is like the way that I received it, in the assumption that it was in fairly good condition, because like it was classified under A in Asagi Hinton. Like they usually have the ratings in terms of like the quality of the blouses and clothes and all sorts of stuff that they sell secondhand. Like S class is basically like brand new, so nothing's been done to it, hasn't even been worn, hasn't even been taken out of like its original packaging most of the time. It still has a tag attached to it. All of that, it's in like, you know, pristine condition. It's S, and this one is A, which is like the second best sort of classification, so it's in generally quite good condition. And as you can tell, like the buttons are fairly good, like they're nicely sewn in. There's some instances of like I don't know if you can tell, it's fairly hard to see on this terrible camera that I have, but I'm trying to show that it's actually got some like random threads that haven't really been cut off. Like it's obviously been sewn. This is the end of the sewing, and there's still like hanging threads in there, and that's just, I guess, like, you know, it's pretty, you know, like I guess that's fairly typical, because it's all very that everything that Baby does is handmade, so it's like it's not even what do you call this, necessarily like, you know, produced in a larger factory or something. Like they have their own seamstresses and stuff like that, so everything is just like far more lovingly made. And I guess it's not really all that strange that there might be little bits and pieces of it that's not entirely perfect. Like for example, this cameo as well, like it does this thing, like no matter what I do, it's always dropping downwards, and it doesn't really sit up like properly like it should, where it's supposed to show like this sort of pearl like cameo in the middle or in the center of the Peter Pan collar. So it's always just drooping down. I'm gonna have to fix that because like it doesn't really look cute. Anyway, yeah, so that's how that is. The lace is pretty good. Like it's not shiny or anything. You can see that it's like fairly good quality lace. I mean, it's soft, and but it's about as comfortable as any type of lace is. If you're generally very texturally like sensitive like I am, you're still gonna notice it. And thank God though, because like in comparison to like things like bodyline lace, this is like, you know, considerably, like a million times better, because bodyline lace is way too stiff, way too difficult to deal with. And every single bodyline blouse that I owned, I've actually sold specifically because of the lace problem. And with babies one in general, they're fairly good. Like I just like, there's this particular lace at the end of it. It's like, it's got a really nice look to it. It's very ethereal looking and very cute. But this is the itchiest lace ever, because like I have this on my labyrinth in the reminiscent mirror, and like a bunch of other dresses that I have from baby also has something similar to this lace, and I actually am not fond of it. But at the end of the day, it's still just at the end of like the blouse, so it's not gonna be too much of a problem. And I think this one, around the collar, there's like this white cotton lace around as well, which is really cute. It's got a lot of amazing detailing. Look at that, and it's gorgeous. And it's got some really nice crocheted floral detailing. Again, hanging thread. Like I said, and this is a quality from Asagi Hinton. And so the person who had received this originally had barely worn it. That's usually the classification of A. They might have tried it on, but they didn't wear it out that much, if at all. So that means this lace blouse has been kept intact for the most part. So I generally qualify something like this blouse as like fairly, like really good. Like it's really amazing. There's like little bits of it that I'm not too impressed about, but like at the end of the day, it's fairly good if you're going to be like comparing something like this to like the lowest possible quality, something like Bodyline or whatever. A million times better. Yes, it's fairly good. However, like its original price on the library was around about 20,000-ish yen. So in Australian dollars, that actually racks up to 300 Australian dollars, and that's a lot of money. So if you have that kind of money, you can go and buy it like firsthand. But the one thing that I do recommend is getting things secondhand off of like the secondhand stores like Asagi Hinten, Closet Child, Wonderworld, and maybe even go and hunt it down in Yahoo auctions and Mbok and places like that, because that will give you a really good deal on these kinds of clothing. Because I feel like with the original prices that they have, it's almost like it's not really worth it, because you want to go and be able to put that money into being able to invest in something like a main piece instead. But I wanted to just show you guys what it looks like having a brand blouse that is very lacy, very detailed, and stuff that you usually see in like very OTT coordinates. So now I'm gonna go and show you guys my Glittertale blouse, my most overused blouse so far, because like I am so in love with this blouse. Like, one thing I can say like right off the bat is that in comparison, like the lace that you see that's on here on the Glittertale blouse is shinier than the lace that you find in the Salon de Minette blouse right here. You can see here, this one does not really have any shine at all. Well, this one does, but the quality of the blouse in terms of like the texture and the feel of it is the exact same. It feels soft. It actually feels a lot like this one's even more airy, like how do I describe that a little bit better? But it's like, it's, even though this one's, they're both lace, so like this one is a little thicker, so I'm going to assume that's actually a lot sturdier in terms of like the its ability to last from damage and like use. This one is thinner. Like, I feel like this one would be better in what do you call this, in warmer weathers, even though it's long sleeve and all of that. But yeah, it's also got a lot of nice detailing like that they've done. Like, this lace is floral, and they've done a lot of really interesting things, Glittertale, by like putting different types of like lace as well, especially on the sleeve here. This one's actually gold and more of a I think I would go for beige, and then there's this ivory or slightly off-white one, and then like the fabric that's off-white. Like, this is really good quality for the price that you actually pay for, which is like around about $60 US. And the massive thing that I would say about it is, like, other than the fact that it's like $60 US, which is like around about 90 Australian dollars, like you can already tell like the huge difference in terms of price with this in comparison to the Glittertale blouse that I have, and with fairly similar qualities. Like this one, like this particular one doesn't really have much in the way of like hanging threads. Like, maybe there's one here. Yep, there's one down here as well. Oh shit, it's come up already. Sorry, excuse my language. Anyway, so yeah, like it does have like the occasional hanging thread, the same way that the baby salon, the minette blouse does as well. But that's just, I guess it comes with the territory too, because it's lace. Like, whenever you like come across something that it might snag on, the thread's gonna pull out basically. So, you know, just have to be very careful with lace blouses just in general, because it's very delicate and very sensitive. At the end of the day though, like, what I really appreciate in comparison with Glittertale to Baby the Starshine Bird is Baby the Starshine Bird has a very specific measurement, and that's the only thing that they can provide you. So if you go on their website, you will just have to go and read the specific measurements that they have at the bottom of their descriptions, and they will tell you whether or not you're gonna fit it. And if you don't, bad luck. But with Glittertale, you can actually custom size everything to your specific measurements. So it's very inclusive of a lot of people's sizes. Doesn't matter what your height is, doesn't matter what your weight is, doesn't matter how big you are, how busty you are, how big your waist or what your hips or whatever, or your arms. Like, because like, you know, when you have long sleeves, you have to also take into effect that you have the diameter of your arms that you must fit into the sleeve. And so if you can't fit into that as well, then that's gonna be really frustrating for you if you paid like the original price of that blouse. And the thing is, like, that blouse, it cost me around about 8,000 yen, so it's technically around about 110-ish Australian dollars, something like that. And yeah, so in terms of like, that doesn't even take into account like the shipping costs as well, because I actually asked for this one to be delivered to me EMS. Both, like, all of my products I've had delivered to me through AMS, so I have to take into account as well the prices of the shipping costs. So technically, like, they still set me back a lot of money regardless of whether it's second-hand or not. And yeah, so that's the thing. What you get with Glittertale is that you can actually say that you can get them all custom sized. They're fairly reasonable in price. Quality is about the same as brand, and you know, you can get even the colors to match whatever coordinate you have. What I've been doing so far with Glittertale is like I've done another order with Glittertale with one of their blouses that I'm hoping to use in like Australian heat, because it's gonna be summer soon, which is a shame. But anyway, I bought like a new blouse as well as an underskirt again with them, and I basically just send them pictures of like, oh, this is the dress I want to match it with, and they just go okay, because like they're willing to do that for you. They will match it exactly to whatever specifications that you have, and you will get something that is around about $100-ish. That's not even secondhand, it's brand new. So it's actually like a really amazing price and really good quality at the same time. So I actually highly recommend, if you want to go and buy accessories and stuff like that, to go ahead and buy Glittertale if you are taking into account like the what your budget as well, because like I can show you like the rest of the other blouses that I have as well with Glittertale. I feel like with this one, the latest order that I had with Glittertale, that was the brown times I'll go with the, what do I call this? I'll call it coffee, I guess. This one I think is a little bit more quickly done. This one, the lace that they used for it, it's actually not shiny at all. Like, it's like completely the same in terms of like the not being shiny as this Salon de Minute lace blouse, and it's really soft. Like, it's really amazing. Like there's a little bit of like some problems with like hanging threads and stuff like that with this particular blouse. Like, there's a lot more when it comes to it. Like right now I can see with this one, see, like that one just off right off the bat. Because like this one I think was a little bit more rushed in comparison to like the first Dolly Tinkerbell blouse that I purchased from Glittertale, because there was some issues with trying to basically find the specific fabric that I was after. Like, I was after this one specific color to match with my trum of bright stars, because I wanted to go and wear it for my birthday. But at the end of the day, if you're gonna just go through like the usual sort of process with Glittertale, they provide you with the absolute best quality, and you will not necessarily be able to complain about how good their customer service is and all of that. And I wanted to go and show you guys this one as well, the lace blouse that I bought brand new through Wonderwelt. So this is the one. This has also quite a shiny lace, similar to the ivory one that I have from Dolly Tinkerbell. And this one, it's tougher. Like, it's a lot stiffer, except for the one at the end. Like, this lace at the end, I'm sorry about that really loud noise. This lace at the end is fantastic. I love it. But this stuff that's actually going to be against my skin, not so much. it's kind of like, it's fairly stiff, and it's gonna be interesting trying to find out how I'm going to like react to this when I'm wearing it with my coordinates. But yeah, it's really nice because like I feel like they tried to incorporate the shininess of it all with like trying to put more glittery aspects to it, because like they have like this gold thread running through the cross in the middle of the bodice. So yeah, like I hope that you are able to take into account and like analyze for yourself whether or not it's a good choice to go and buy yourself a brand blouse or something from the indie brand Glittertale, because I just wanted to be able to show you guys an analysis and a breakdown of what their pros and cons are, and I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to go and decide for yourself. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.